Y'all, the worst day of my life happened in 2015, first weekend of April. I get out of class, I go in my car, I open my emails to see one internship I matched with to become a registered dietitian, the job that I have been studying for 7 years up until that point. And I look in my emails so excited to see where I'm going in the next couple months. And it says, I'm sorry to say, you did not match. If you're an RD to be, you're going through the match process and in a couple days you're about to open that same email I opened up, or maybe you did go through the match process and you didn't match and you're where I was a couple years back. Well, buckle up, this video is for you. We're gonna learn how to overcome truly the worst day of my life, getting through that hiccup and reaching your goal to become a registered dietitian. And heck, even if you're not going to be a registered dietitian and you just wanna see how to go from a devastating blow to the ego to achieving your goals, I think you can still learn a few things from here. Hey party people, and welcome back. I am so excited you are here. But if you are new here, my name is Nicole. I am a registered dietitian. I have my master's in sports nutrition, and I've worked with people from elite athletes to ICU patients, general public trying to live a healthy lifestyle, and now I am the wellness coordinator specialist for an entire hospital chain. But it has not always been easy to get to where I was. Becoming a registered dietitian took me years, and the biggest obstacle was getting an internship. I was never really told what my options would be after I didn't match. All I was told for my whole undergrad is you have to match or you can't be a registered dietitian, with really no help otherwise. And that is why I wanted to make this video. For those that didn't match, know that only 60% of people actually match to an internship in the first round. That means 40% of the people that are applying did not match. And is that pretty darn sad and upsetting? Yes, but it also can be comforting to know that you are not alone and there are options for you. And that is why I'm creating this video. I'm creating this video because no one told me the options. When I didn't match, I was devastated. I cried for so long. I didn't text anybody. No one knew what to do because they didn't know how to help. And I had to do so much research, hours on the computer, trying to figure out what my options are. So today I'm gonna give you some options that you can think about, and then whatever tickles your fancy, look into. See if it's something that you would wanna try. And also, it's okay if you try a couple options and they don't stick. I tried so many things after I didn't match, and I did get a match, which was kind of wild and exciting, and it all came together. So let me take some research hours away from you, and let's go over your first option. So first things first, let the emotions out. Are you angry? Are you embarrassed? Are you sad? Are you all of them? Cry, yell, scream, throw things. Whatever you need to do to let your emotions out in your home and in your apartment, do that. If you can call your friends, your family, do that. If you have a therapist, call them, talk that out with them. And then once you are ready, remember, time is of the essence, because with the match system, the matchees, or the people who did get a match, have to either say yes or no to the internship. And the internships that are not full, the directors will then either reach out or let the academy know that they have a specific amount of spots left open. There will then be a list of internships and facilities that have spots still remaining open that you will then be able to apply to the next day. Also recommend finding the directors of those programs that you are interested in that still have remaining spots as quickly as you can. Email them with why you want to go to their facility, what interests you about their internship. Maybe they have an emphasis on sports or an emphasis on community nutrition, and you're really interested in that because of X, Y, and Z. Let that director know. And if you have any questions about their internship, also ask them at that time as well. And once you can, apply to all of those internships that you reached out to the directors. A caveat with this second round is some internship facilities will use DICUS, or that computer system, again, because your GPA, your personal statement, everything is on there already, and some won't. Now, if they are using DICUS again, maybe if you have somebody that will respond to you quickly and you trust, show them your personal statement, and maybe you can fluff it up, change it a little bit so that it fits the facilities you are applying to a little bit more. your next option is going to be doing an ISP, and that's an ISPP, an Individualized Supervised Practice Pathway. And that's actually what I did. I applied to, I think, 5 to 10, I'm not quite sure because it was like 7 years ago I did this, but I applied to a lot of distance programs that were also ISPs. And I got a few no's, which was devastating again, blows to the ego. I really didn't think I was going to find a match. Yet, I found one that only took 5 candidates because some programs would take 5 people, some programs would take 50 people, some programs are full-time, some programs are part-time, some of them will be at the facility, some of them will be distance, and I really enjoyed it. They were there to help me, but I did have to cold call all the hospitals, all the facilities to find a facility that would take me for the month, the week, whatever time I needed to do my hours. Granted, it was self-paced and I am more of a self-motivated person, so it was a perfect match for me. To find which facilities actually have an ISP or an ISPP, you'll be able to find it on the Academy's website, and some ISPPs are also going to be on the D&D website after the first round matches, so you can see which programs interest you. The applications can also vary, meaning some of them will have due dates really soon after the match, and some of them will have due dates a few weeks after the match. So although it is heightened anxiety for a longer period of time, know that your options don't just stop 3 days after the matching. So you may actually have a few weeks to spruce up your resume, your personal statement, maybe reach out to other recommendations or people that will give you a recommendation so that they can also send some out to the programs that you are interested in. Your third option is actually getting Moreschool, and not only just sprucing up your resume, but enhancing your knowledge. I actually applied for the matching program at the end of grad school. I was so scared to match after undergrad that I pushed it off for 2 more years after grad school, which is why after grad school, it was so devastating that I didn't get matched because I had all my eggs in one freaking basket. Think about, before you apply for grad school, what do you want to learn? I thought I wanted to be in sports nutrition the rest of my life. Turns out I am now a wellness coordinator, but I still use a lot of my knowledge about sports nutrition to this day, especially even on this YouTube channel. Maybe you want to go into culinary school or baking school. I think baking school is culinary school, Nicole. Maybe you want to get your MBA so that you can do a private practice after you become a registered dietitian. I was so stuck on the fact that I had to become a registered dietitian, and trust me, I am so happy I'm a registered dietitian. There's no other job that I would want, and becoming a registered dietitian has made me such a stronger wellness coordinator. Yet, being a wellness coordinator, you do not need to be a registered dietitian. There may be jobs that your nutrition background will help you with, but you may not have to become a registered dietitian. Just something to think about. Your next option is to become a DTR, which is a dietitian technician registered. And basically, you're gonna be working underneath a registered dietitian. And a lot of these jobs are either in a clinical setting or a hospital setting, and some of them can be in community nutrition like WIC. I had some friends who do this before they applied for their nutrition program or before they applied for their internship, and it actually helped pad their resume and give them a lot of in-person experience, which helped them succeed during their internship. And they knew what to look for. They knew the questions they asked. They knew the law of the land in a field that I had no idea when I started my internship. And if all else fails, take a few months off, maybe redo some classes that maybe you don't have great grades in, just to amp up your GPA. Find jobs, community service, volunteer to amp up your resume, and then reapply in the following matching program. So DICUS, the computer matching, happens in the fall as well as the spring. So whichever season you're in right now, if you didn't match, game's not over. You have another time this year or next year to reapply. I had mentors and people that I looked up to as dietitians who were geniuses in my brain and who really made an impact during my graduate program, who told me the day I didn't match that it took them 2 or 3 seasons to match. And I was flabbergasted that these really brilliant dietitians also didn't match the first time. So again, you are not alone. You have so many options. If I can do it, I know you can do it. If you have any questions, let me know down below. You can DM me on Instagram if you'd rather do that. I'm here for you. And if you like today's video, like, subscribe, share this with your friends and family, especially the friends and family that might be going through a match program coming up. And until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.